In order to major in environmental science, it is necessary to take some key courses, such as Introduction to Environmental Science, Environmental Policy and Law, Statistics, just to name a few. Students also have the ability to select courses in environmental science that are relevant to them, and this happens among a broad selection of offerings by our instructors. Also, our students are required to conduct an original research project during their senior year, and this culminates in their capstone presentation and paper. So the goal within our department is to provide our students with breadth and depth in topics pertaining to environmental science. We also highly value high impact practices such as lab activities, individual or original research, and study abroad opportunities. In environmental science, we give our seniors the freedom to explore topics that interest them, especially when it comes to their senior project. Typically, students work with a mentor who's familiar with the field that the student wants to study, and then the student is in charge of designing and conducting their research. Over time, we have projects looking at, for instance, the potential for soil to sequester carbon and combat climate change. Another study looked, for example, at the ecological role of mangroves in Hong Kong, and another one at insect biodiversity in urban ecosystems. And these are just obviously a few examples. We also welcome studies that are highly interdisciplinary, such as those at the interface between ecology and business, or those dealing with environmental justice issues or policy practices. After graduation, our majors have numerous opportunities for employment or continued studies. Several of our graduates, for example, decide to continue their studies and obtain a master's or a PhDs in a variety of fields. We also have numerous examples of former students who soon after graduation obtain jobs in the private sector, from consulting companies to labs to nonprofits. And what really makes us proud is the fact that several of our former students have sent us messages that tell us how much the education that they received in the environmental science program helped them secure those jobs. What I hear from our current and former students is that when they declared a major in environmental science, they really didn't realize how many cool things they would end up doing. They seem to enjoy the high impact practices that we offer, as well as the study abroad opportunities with their Whittier College professors. And in general, I would say that they really appreciate the many opportunities that they have as members of the environmental science program to interact with their professors on some really interesting projects. Also, what I know that they found particularly nice is the fact that we frequently bring in experts from the private sector, nonprofits, or other institutions to really show to our students how many doors can open if they major in environmental science.